It was one of the most deadliest events in American history. But in 2011, 19 users playing Minecraft would recreate that tragedy. But this time, by using TNT blocks. This is the events of September 11, 2011, all documented in the documentary 2011's. The day earlier, 19 Minecraft users planted one block of TNT in all 7 buildings of a recreation of the World Trade Center. The world used was a recreation of a pre-2001 New York. At 8:46 a.m., Oscar Towns noticed a block of TNT sitting on the 18th floor of his tower, the North Tower. Seconds later, he stepped on a pressure plate. The TNT exploded, causing a hole to be made on the north, east, and south faces on the 18th and 19th floors of the 20-story tall skyscraper. It was then found out that all 2 stairwells in the impact zone had been severed. This meant survivors of the explosion had no way to get out. They had 2 choices, either to jump out, or climb down the surviving parts of the stairwells. Most fell, and only 6 ever climbed down the surviving parts of the 2 stairwells. At 8:48, the Minecraft moderation team received a report regarding a major bombing that occurred in the North Tower. Quickly, they forced all news anchors in-game to report on the event. News anchors began reporting from 8:49 to 8:50 a.m. Before this, at 8:47, first responders and firemen arrived at the site after hearing a loud bang.
A few minutes ago, something, believed to be TNT, exploded in the North Tower of the World Trade Center. That is all we know. No deaths, no injuries, just a major event at the Trade Center.
This is a terrifying picture, that is the North Tower, as it has suffered a major bombing. We have unconfirmed reports that people have begun falling from the tower. That's all we know.
Sadly, that isn't all. At 8:51 a.m., Sarah Sheehy noticed another block of TNT, this time on what is presumed to be the 14th or 15th floor of the South Tower. Like Oscar, she stepped on a pressure plate on the south side and the TNT exploded, creating 2 holes on the south and east sides on the 14th and 15th floors. Only 1 stairwell was severed in the aftermath of the blast. This made it far easier for people to evacuate. Around 20 to 35 people evacuated, and only 17 people fell from the tower, below the average 45 to 70 who fell from the North Tower. This was when people noticed that this wasn't an accident, but a deliberate attack on Minecraft soil. News channels captured the blast on live streams, people on the ground watched it, and resulted in an immediate evacuation of all skyscrapers in the world. At 8:52 a.m., evacuation of the observation deck of the South Tower began. It lasted for about 60 seconds before ending at 8:53 a.m. During the evacuation, villagers were forced to fall off the 20-story skyscraper, and subsequently after there were no villagers in sight on the deck, the person who began the evacuation fell to his death. The site's plaza was beginning to get covered in blood from the victims who fell. It was getting covered in documents, steel, and rubble from the 2 explosions. But the worst would come several minutes later. At 8:58 a.m., CCTV captured a block of TNT in the Marriott Hotel detonating all by itself. It created a crater that destroyed rooms 13, 14, and 15, including the top hallway. At 9:02 a.m., 4 World Trade Center was bombed, specifically on the top floor of the building. It caused immense damage to the roof and caused a crater in nearly every single floor. At 9:08 a.m., 5 World Trade Center was bombed. Even though there is no footage available of the detonation, but the damage was part of the roof being blown out and 2 floors being damaged. At 9:28 a.m., 6 World Trade Center was bombed. Its roof and only floor were damaged in the blast. At 9:37 a.m., 7 World Trade Center was bombed. It was presumed that the blast occurred in the 7th floor. It caused damage to the 7th and 8th floors, including damage to its exterior. Around 24 to 32 villagers were lost that day, including the 2 people inside both twin towers. Minecraft, along with us, the world, will never forget. That's the end of this documentary.